Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Two Wheeling. I'm John.
I'm Wayne.
And here at Two Wheeling, we're all about motorcycles and the motorcycle industry. And today, hey, Wayne,
Nah.
I think a good topic would be is value
Yes.
and motorcycles.
Yes. Thanks for waking me up.
What do you think are perhaps some of the best value out there when it comes to buying a motorcycle?
Value is definitely when you can purchase something that's exceptional, something that you really enjoy, and you get really good use out of, and not really use too much money.
Okay.
Maintenance is a part of every decision. It's like how much maintenance. But
Yep.
sometimes a bike with really low maintenance is also a bike that can depreciate right to the ground,
Okay.
right? So, it's just one of those factors where you go, what's value? Value could be DRZ 400.
Great.
Yeah.
Suzuki?
Yep. So maybe you bought one 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And you bought that bike and you went, you know what? I needed to go and get it.
Yeah.
So I needed to call a friend to go and get it because it was a long ways away.
Okay.
So you thought, well, I got this friend of mine who seems to like to go long distances.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Doesn't even mind. Yeah, I'm going to go to California. I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay, we have to stay on topic of value here.
No. So anyway, we go get the DRZ 400, right?
Yeah.
Well, what happens at the time you purchase the motorcycle, you don't really consider what it's going to be worth, the value of that bike, what it's going to be worth 3 years later.
Yeah. Sounds like you're talking about when you and I went and picked up the bike.
Let's talk about the value. And I'm not just talking about the DRZ 400 because you bought one.
Right.
No. It just happens to be a bike that historically, over a long period of time, the bike has been rock solid reliable. The price has been really reasonable,
Yep.
especially in the used market.
Yeah.
Really great examples when they come up and they might be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 less than retail.
Right.
That's tremendous value.
Well, here with the DRZ, I actually couldn't buy one at the time brand new.
Right.
Hence, I went to the used
Used.
market.
Yep.
Found one that had 2,000 kilometers on it, so it's just over 1,000 miles, and paid 5,500
Barely broke in.
Canadian for it.
Yeah.
And I think today it's probably worth more.
Yeah. I mean, let's say it's bone stock.
Which it isn't anymore, but
So value, again, part of the value question is that when I leave my bike absolutely stock.
yeah. So what bikes out there other than the DR?
Oh, jumping way up. Okay, well, let's go to how about the Z1 900? That just went at auction for $25,000 US.
Yeah, it's an old bike.
Absolutely.
You think
1973.
Think that's good value?
If I bought it in 73,
Sure, but
$16.99.
how about someone that's just looking at buying a commuter bike today?
Oh, commuter. Well, you're not commuter. You're not going to commute on the 900.
No, so because and as you're saying, what is value? So
Great value. Okay, another great value.
I don't think a lot of people are going to buy a bike and hang on to it for maybe 40 years.
Okay, Ninja 400.
Yep.
I'm commuting, going to school. I need to be able to park, nice and light, nice
work.
and agile. Traffic, all that stuff. Small CCs. You might think, oh well, small CCs don't last so long. Yeah, they do. Well maintained, really well looked after.
Yep.
A nice 400 can take you 3, 4, 5 years, get you through school. You can trade that bike off or sell that machine if it's in good shape, maintained, and get really good dollars
So
for it.
retail price today for one?
Oh, on a Ninja 400?
Yeah, just
I'm just going to ballpark it. Maybe around out the door in Canadian dollars, like 7,500.
okay. Yeah,
Maybe
and then-
8,500?
Then 5 years later, probably selling it for
5.
if it's kept in nice
Maybe
shape.
5. Yeah,
Yeah.
because, demand for low CC commuter sport, like in that range, it's great value. Because, you're getting a lot of miles per gallon.
What about
You know?
in the maybe the cruiser market?
Oh,
With some good value out there.
that's tough. Okay, so my exception in the cruiser market would be some cruisers can be very expensive.
Right.
Let's say a $35,000 cruiser.
Yeah.
So
I get the sense when you're talking about value.
BMW,
Yeah.
Ducati.
Yeah.
Look at those cruisers. We're not just talking about Japanese cruisers or Harley Davidson. There are cruisers out there. Triumph. There's a market out there cruising.
Yeah.
And they are, some of them, I love them.
Yeah.
Now, value. This is where I've seen really expensive cruisers go for a lower price.
Right.
Much lower.
Right.
It seems to be just my experience, maybe in our market, where cruisers could be really high in purchase price and 60-70%, just for depreciation,
Yeah.
4 to 6 years later.
So picking up maybe that second-hand bike. So if you're not
Great value.
yeah. So there's some great value.
Absolutely.
If you're not necessarily keen on having to have a brand new bike.
I see a CVO. I see a CVO
Yeah.
out there, and I go, wow, 28,000 kilometers on it,
Yeah.
60-70% less than a new one.
Yeah.
I think, whoa, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Still lots of life in that vehicle.
Oh my goodness.
Then what about in the adventure bike, maybe genre?
I don't think that's where I got it really
The
tough.
Yamaha T7's been very popular.
Yeah, but you know what?
you got
Value.
The KTM.
Value, it's really tough because adventure bikes, why the value is sort of really tough to nail down here is because an adventure bike is a bike you're going to actually beat on it. Its intended purpose for this bike, all terrain.
So is a dual sport.
Yes, but
Yeah.
the thing about adventure bikes is that if you're up there in the 20,000, 25,000,
Yeah.
and you put 80K on it and you want 12 for it, I don't see that as value.
Okay.
And the reason I don't see it as value is because I don't know how long you were in the trail idling that engine to death. I don't know how many times when I just really, you're an adventure rider, something tells me that there could be some abuse.
And perhaps extremes on the bike.
Yes. And some of it illegal.
And I think we talked about this a little bit earlier today. Is I think you were mentioning the value in dirt bikes.
But
It's like
really, I've seen 20-year-old, 30-year-old restored bikes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
KX 500. Oh, it's one of my favorites. CRs, RMs, YZs. I've seen some of these restored, and I look at them, 2-stroke, totally redone. Give me one of those.
yeah.
Give me that bike and let me ride it for a couple months, and we'll talk about some value.
Yeah. But even in the brand new market, you get something like a YZ 250, 450.
Yep, 2-3 years later.
$10,000, $12,000 brand new. 2-3 years later,
Yeah.
you're still getting $8,000, $9,000 out of them if they're well maintained.
Where you would think value would drop. Motocross,
Yeah.
flying through the air, bumps,
Through trails,
river
yeah.
crossing.
Yeah.
Oh, this one fell over. Oh,
Yeah, it's a really strong market there
took
for
a
them.
day to get it started. Drain the tank. No. Oops, still going for good money.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
some great-
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Would you buy a car that way? When Grandma says, "Well, I went through the stream and."
Yeah, this is the old Dukes of Hazzard's stunt vehicle.
It should be good now.
Yeah.
Uncle Reg, he queued it up good. Yeah, it's not value. There's not value there. But dirt bikes, adventure bikes, right?
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of value out there. I think motorcycles is definitely a bike avenue that a lot of people should get into.
And let's not. We're not trashing cruisers here. We're not trashing
No,
anything
there's-
specifically. I guess what I'm saying
There's
is that
touring bikes as well. We didn't even get into touring bikes.
all I'm saying is that depending on
The
make,
Goldwing.
model, condition, all these things, what I consider value, right?
Yeah.
I consider adventure bikes.
So, okay,
With high
let's
clicks,
finish it here
not
on
good.
this.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna give you money to go buy one bike you think is the best value out there right now. What would it be?
So in the last couple of years, I would consider the new edition Goldwing
Yep.
in the sport package.
Yep.
So almost
So you're buying this brand new or used?
used.
Okay.
Used. So this is a bagger, really.
Okay.
But what Honda's done is they've cut some weight.
Yeah.
They've really improved steering, suspension, lighter weight, and they're going after more of a sporting buyer rather than luxo, lots of features, lots of stuff. So this one, the sport model, I think it's a sport model. I love it. This, look at it, 6-cylinder. Look, it's just beautiful. Look how refined it is. The quality, the fit, and the finish.
Well, your classic Honda, Honda.
25,000 kilometers on it, which is what? Baby's breath?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
So there you go, guys. If you have money to go buy something, Honda Goldwing.
Sport, 15,000.
There you go. Till next time.
Next time.
Subscribe.
And
like, hit the notification
like
bell.
us, comments, anything at all.
Tell us what you think of some
Go
great
ahead.
value out there. What's your what would be the bike you'd be buying if
Reach out.
if we were paying for it?
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Maintain.
Where you would think value would drop. Motocross, flying through the air.